What if I told you there's a Chinese animated masterpiece so layered with mystery that most viewers miss half the story on their first watch? On June 28, 2025, Lord of Mysteries got released and climbed up the rankings. But here's the problem. People are calling it too obscure, too complex, too difficult to penetrate. And that's exactly why we're here. This isn't just another Donghua breakdown. This is your decoder ring to one of the most intricate stories ever animated. Buckle up, because we're about to tear apart episode 1 of Lord of Mysteries. Plot, hidden details, Easter eggs, and all the mind-bending secrets lurking beneath the surface. Zhou Mingrui is living every office worker's nightmare. It's 2 a.m., he's still grinding away on his computer, and luck has completely abandoned him. But notice something crucial about his room. Left side, perfectly organized documents, neat stacks, methodical arrangement. Right side near the bed, complete chaos, sticky notes everywhere, drawers thrown open, bedding scattered like a hurricane hit it. This isn't random. Zhou Mingrui is deep into research about something specific, something consuming. His room reflects a mind that's organized where it matters but obsessed where it counts. He manages his life with precision, but lately, fortune's been kicking him while he's down. His family dinner scene reveals everything about modern Chinese emotional dynamics. Watch carefully. His mother stands up to serve him food, actively showing care through action. His father, eyes glued to his phone, physically present but emotionally checked out. The surface looks harmonious, but underneath lies the distinctly Chinese-style emotional distance where love exists but goes unspoken. Still, his mother's concern is genuine, and that matters. One evening before dinner, Zhou Mingrui makes a decision that will shatter reality itself. He'll perform a luck-changing ritual. And here's where the lore gets deep. This isn't some random spell. It comes from quintessential divination and arcane arts of the Qin and Han dynasty. An ancient text covering divination, medicine, feng shui, talismans, military strategy, politics, and economics. This book is the foundation stone of the entire Lord of Mysteries universe. In the novel, Zhou Mingrui discovered this tome at a secondhand bookstall, and after a month of terrible luck, he figured, why not try it? What's the worst that could happen? Everything. Everything is the worst that could happen. The ritual triggers a mental collapse and reality inversion. Zhou Mingrui falls from the modern world as an unknown force merges with his consciousness. His body disintegrates, moves toward light, and enters another vessel entirely, arriving in a mysterious otherworld on June 28, 1349, during the Fifth Epoc's Iron Age. He wakes in a dim, greenish room surrounded by books, a bloodstained diary, and a sleek long-barreled revolver. Based on its design and cylinder structure, this is a custom Smith & Wesson M500. In our world, the most powerful mass-produced revolver ever made. But there's no time to process the environment. A fatal gunshot wound through the temple and a flood of memories from the body's previous owner nearly destroy Zhou Mingrui's mind. Pause here. The flashback happens fast, but every frame matters. The original owner obtained a mysterious book. After translating it in a room, 3 people performed a ritual that spiraled catastrophically out of control. One man died, smashing his head against a wall. A woman drowned. And Klein, something far worse. Zhou Mingrui can't handle this information overload and teeters on the edge of complete mental breakdown when a doctor's voice stabilizes him. But here's a detail that proves this world operates on rules we don't understand. Earlier, Klein's right shoulder was clean, no blood. But when his name is called, a bloody hand pats his shoulder, leaving a crimson handprint on the shirt. This isn't hallucination. Something behind him can physically manifest and alter consciousness. Something is protecting him. Once calm, Zhou Mingrui slowly adapts. Under the red moon's illumination outside the window, he absorbs critical survival information. The nation, the city, his family members, his academic focus. Every transmigrator's essential knowledge checklist. Then he lights the lamp and reads the diary on the table. Timeline discrepancy alert. Zhou Mingrui transmigrated on June 28th, but the diary begins May 29th. It documents Zhou Mingrui and his classmate Welch decoding an ancient notebook, successfully translating the first page by June 20th. But the entries stop abruptly on June 28th. Here's what's suspicious. Diaries are typically written consecutively, yet Zhou Mingrui skipped the 23rd, 24th, and 27th. He only focuses on the 27th, crucial to understanding his transmigration timing. The diary mentions the Tudor dynasty, the Black Emperor, and Hornacis Mountain Peak, all critical elements from the Fourth Epoch, raising more questions than answers. The original Klein recorded 2 prophetic sentences in Hermes' script. Everyone will die, including me. With mounting mysteries and no way back, Zhou Mingrui decides to live as Klein Moretti. Before he can formulate a plan, his sister Melissa wakes and enters to wash up. Klein frantically covers bloodstains and hides what fans jokingly call the mommy summoning device. Though the noise raises Melissa's suspicion, a broken pocket watch serves as his excuse. While Melissa prepares breakfast, Klein organizes his thoughts. After eating, Melissa asks him to buy bread, mutton, and peas for the household. Klein, he's secretly planning a return ritual. But check out these world-building details in the room. The lamp lights by inserting a coin, not flipping a switch. This indicates gas-based energy infrastructure with timed, coin-operated usage. A brilliant steampunk detail. Second, twisted pipes cover the walls. And since Melissa comes here to wash up, Klein is literally living in the bathroom. Subtle foreshadowing that will be tested later. Third, the mechanical watch adjustment differs from modern watches. Melissa's familiarity with these mechanisms comes from her Technical Institute studies. These layered micro-details by the production team deserve massive praise. Meanwhile, investigators arrive at Welch's home, uncovering Klein's missing memories of the 27th. A tragedy occurred that day. Welch, Klein, and their female classmate Naya attempted to replicate a black divination or extraordinary ritual from the notebook. The process exploded out of control. 2 died instantly, 1 disappeared. Residual traces prove an evil force descended. Investigators identify Klein as the prime suspect. In reality, after returning home, Klein recorded those 2 prophecies and used the grandma summoning device to kill himself on the spot. Thus, the opening 3 narrative threads, Zhou Mingrui's transmigration, Klein's death, and the Investigation Bureau's inquiry, form a closed loop, launching this brain-burning, otherworldly journey. Now let's pause to supplement critical world building that will make everything clearer going forward. First, that giant tree in the opening sequence. It's inspired by the Kabbalistic Tree of Life from Jewish mystical philosophy. According to Genesis, the Tree of Life stands at Eden's center. In Kabbalah, it represents the path to God. 3 pillars, 10 Sephiroth, 22 paths, and 4 worlds. Sound familiar? This directly mirrors Lord of Mystery structure. Second, in this world, humans gain extraordinary powers by consuming potions, advancing their life level and abilities. There are 22 advancement pathways including Seer, Thief, Apprentice, Spectator, Bard, Sailor, and Reader. Each pathway progresses from sequence 9 down to sequence 0. The lower the number, the stronger the power. This progression is called the Pathway of the Gods. Third, the series features its own detailed historical timeline divided into 5 epochs, from the first epoc's Chaos Era to the 5th epoch's Iron Age or Age of Decay, Klein's current era. By the 5th epoch, technology and magic coexist, but order remains chaotic as 4 major northern continent nations compete for dominance. After biting into rock-hard bread and hurting his teeth, Zhou Mingrui, educated under modern standards, desperately wants to return home. Since food serves as a ritual medium, he carries Klein's identity and revolver into this strange world. After buying bread, he strolls through unfamiliar streets, sensing someone following him. Notice these historical accuracy details. The hard bread is period correct. Before steam technology, Western bread often contains sawdust or gravel to bulk it up, making it abrasive and nearly inedible. Second, the baker greets Klein in a way that reinforces the bathroom living detail. Klein responds with a hat removal gesture rooted in medieval European night etiquette. He buys a baguette, and I'll let you discuss in the comments why it's called that. Klein wanders to Iron Cross Street's marketplace and spots something shockingly familiar. People playing a card game that looks exactly like Do Diju. His speculation about Emperor Roselle foreshadows massive revelations about this world's history. While enjoying the game, Klein drops a coin and notices a shadow behind him. He instinctively grips his revolver, only to discover it's a circus clown advertising. But the bread shop follower also reveals himself, heightening Klein's paranoia. He darts into a fortune-telling tent. Upon hearing the reading is free, even the future Lord of Mysteries can't resist a freebie. Among past, present, and future cards, Klein draws the Fool card, the 0 card symbolizing infinite potential and new beginnings. Let's pause for critical observations. First, that mouse gnawing bread while a cat chases it. That symbolizes Klein's cat-and-mouse game, with various forces throughout the story. Second, Klein's realization that Emperor Roselle was a transmigrator lowers his guard, a dangerous moment of vulnerability. The clown's gesture points directly at the stalker's hiding place, clearly intentional. Third, the Fool card's imagery includes clown-like features and Roman numerals inconsistent with real tarot conventions, which Klein immediately notices. What does the clown represent? Stick with me. Future episodes guarantee answers. Outside, investigator Leonard scares off the stalker, Riggins. When Leonard enters the tent to identify himself, the vigilant Fool has already fled. More details worth noting. Tarot cards originated in medieval Europe as mystical analysis tools. Klein's pocket watch reflects early industrial British technology. Women's clothing mirrors Victorian norms. Every detail serves the world building. Returning home, Klein performs the ritual again, aiming to return to his original world. Instead, he enters a realm filled with gray fog dotted with colored light orbs. Touching a red, orb triggers forces that summon two distant individuals. In this fog-shrouded space above the spirit world, what fans now know as Sefirah Castle, Klein discovers something extraordinary. His words manifest reality. A palace descends. A divine table appears. The myth of the fool begins. He cannot see their forms, only hear voices. One lively young woman, one calm man. They glimpse the extraordinary and agree on fixed meeting times. Mondays at 3 p.m., alone if possible. They adopt code names drawn from tarot, Justice, and the Hangman. According to the wiki, Audrey Hall becomes Justice, a wealthy noblewoman from the Lone Kingdom walking the visionary pathway, compassionate yet powerful, capable of reading minds and manipulating dreams. Alger Wilson becomes the Hangman, a former Navy officer turned privateer with deep knowledge of maritime lore and extraordinary pathways. Initially pragmatic, but eventually one of the Fool's most trusted allies. Their tarot identities align perfectly with their lives and philosophies. Klein ends the gathering due to severe headaches, but two more foreshadowing details matter. Justice uses a mirror as a prayer medium, rooted in ancient beliefs about reflections and souls. The Hangman uses a storm board invented by meteorologist Robert Fitzroy, perfectly matching his social role. Both mediums shatter afterward, following magical conservation principles. The perspective-obscuring effects hide their identities, a major setup for explosive plotlines later. A knock at the door pulls Klein back to reality. Police arrive investigating Naya and Welch's deaths. Captain Dunn appears with birds flying behind him and a flash of red in his pupils, visual indicators of his nightmare abilities activating. Faced with evidence, Klein chooses honesty, admitting memory loss and the revolver's presence. Though his story aligns with Dunn's deductions, spiritual confirmation is required. Klein attempts escape during chaos but fails spectacularly. Dunn's nightmare ability and a medium's powers pull Klein into his subconscious. He sees the gray fog and his parents on Earth, but cannot recover the missing memory. The fog isolates the truth, clearing Klein of suspicion and marking the beginning of his extraordinary path toward becoming the Lord of Mysteries. Additional details to note. The city is inspired by Victorian England spanning 1837 to 1901. There are 7 orthodox gods, each with distinct domains and powers. Leonard's hat gesture reflects refined, gentlemanly etiquette. The term, celestial worthy, is a Taoist honorific. In Lord of Mysteries, it represents one persona of the original creator, the being from whom all power originates. With that, episode 1 concludes. But the real question is, what other hidden details did you catch that I missed? Drop your observations in the comments below. Let's unravel this mystery together. If you're as obsessed with Lord of Mysteries as I am, smash that subscribe button, because we're breaking down every episode with this level of detail. The journey to understanding the Fool has only just begun, and trust me, it gets way crazier from here.